On a quiet afternoon in November 2020, a desperate call shattered the calm of suburban Illinois. A woman reported seeing flames engulfing a modest ranch-style home. When firefighters arrived, they discovered more than just destruction. They uncovered tragedy. Inside, lying face down on the kitchen floor, was Melissa Lamesch, a 27-year-old emergency medical technician who had been 8 months pregnant. This is the story of her final days and the inferno of lies that followed.
I last saw her smiling, full of life and hope. Now, all I see is what was taken away.
Melissa had recently moved back into her father's home after learning she was expecting a baby boy. Her family had prepared the house with love, painting walls and setting up cribs, counting down the days until her scheduled induction. But 2 days before meeting her son, Melissa vanished from their lives forever. The timeline begins innocuously enough. On November 25th, Melissa spent over 2 hours chatting with her sister Cassie about everything: excitement for the baby, plans for the future. Then, suddenly, someone knocked at her door. She ended the call, promising to ring back later. That would be the last time anyone heard her voice. At around 4:30 p.m., a neighbor noticed smoke billowing from the Lamesch residence and called 911. By the time first responders arrived, the house was ablaze. It wasn't until the fire subsided that investigators found Melissa's body, surrounded by charred remnants of her belongings. The question now loomed large: was this an accident, arson, or murder? Initial findings suggested the fire might have been accidental. However, closer inspection revealed inconsistencies. Investigators determined the blaze originated in multiple locations throughout the house, a telltale sign of arson. Meanwhile, an autopsy confirmed Melissa hadn't died from smoke inhalation. Instead, she had been strangled to death. Someone had deliberately set the house alight to cover their tracks.
I keep hearing her voice in my head, but all I find are echoes.
As the investigation unfolded, detectives turned their attention to Melissa's personal life. They learned of a complicated relationship with Matthew Plote, a firefighter and paramedic from the Carroll Stream Fire Department. The two had known each other since college, where their friendship eventually evolved into casual encounters. But when Melissa became pregnant, things changed drastically. According to Melissa's family, Plote made it clear he wanted no part in raising a child. Despite his rejection, Melissa remained resolute, determined to raise her son alone. Yet behind closed doors, tension simmered. Prosecutors later argued that Plote killed Melissa because he feared responsibility as a father, and then staged the fire to conceal his crime. In March 2022, over a year after Melissa's death, Plote was arrested on charges including murder, the intentional homicide of an unborn child, and arson. During his trial in March 2024, prosecutors presented chilling evidence: text messages showing Plote's indifference toward Melissa's pregnancy, along with forensic data linking him directly to the scene of the crime. Despite denying involvement, Plote couldn't escape the weight of the evidence against him. On March 22nd, a jury convicted him of all charges. Sentenced to life in prison without parole, Plote will never walk free again. For Melissa's family, justice brought some measure of closure, but nothing can replace the loss of a daughter, sister, and mother-to-be. Thanks for watching Golden America. If you believe justice shouldn't stay silent, hit subscribe for more gripping true crime stories. Don't forget to like and share this video so others can hear Melissa's story too.